Hello friends, welcome to YouTube. In this video, I am going to show you how to install SharePoint Server 2013 step by step. Let's move. In this demo environment, I am using two virtual machines. First one is Win2K12 DC01. This is basically my Active Directory server where I have installed Active Directory and DNS server roles. In the second side, I have one machine with the Win2K12 SP01. This is the machine where I am going to install SharePoint Server. So let's move and check the basic setting about the server. And here is my server Win2K12 DC01 where I have installed Active Directory with the name of Vector Infosol, and I have assigned 1 GB RAM to this machine and the IP address is 192.168.1.254, and the second machine is Win2K12 SP01. This is my SharePoint server where I have joined this machine to my domain environment, that is Vector Infosol. I have assigned 8 GB RAM to this machine and the IP address for this machine is 192.168.1.253. I have created one account with the name of SPAdmin to log in my SharePoint server. I have logged in with the SPAdmin account that I have created in my domain. I have also given some administrative privilege to this account, like this is the administrator account, this is enterprise admin, this is a domain admin. For the security reasons, you don't need to allow these things in the account where you are going to use in SharePoint server. So let's move. And for installing SharePoint Server 2013, we have to care about few things and few requirements, just like SQL Server 2000. SQL Server 2012 I am going to use in this demo. Before installing the SharePoint server, we need to install some roles and features that is used by the SharePoint server, just like app server and IS server. There was some pre-requirement application for the SharePoint server. After completing these things, we can run SharePoint Server 2013 setup. Let's move to next slide. This is all a step that we need to care about the installation of SharePoint Server 2013. Step 1: Installation and configuration of SQL Server. Let's do installation of the SQL Server 2012. I have inserted the SQL Server 2012 DVD in my DVD drive. I am just running the SQL Server 2012 setup from my installation media. Here is the installation screen of the SQL Server. We need to click on installation. Now we need to click on new SQL Server standalone installation. It's checking for some pre-requirement for the SQL Server 2012. Everything is passed successfully. Just click on OK button. Here is the license. We need to put our SQL Server 2012 product key here. Otherwise, we can use the free version evaluation. Just click on next. I accept the license term. Click next. It will check for SQL Server latest update. There was no problem. We can go with the next. Click on next button. Now it will take some time and copy the installation file to local installation disk like D drive or C drive. there was some wording, we can leave it. Click on next. In the server role, I'm going to use SQL Server full installation. Click next. As mentioned in document, I am going to select database engine service and management tool only. Click next. Click next. We can leave it by default instant M MySQL Server. Click next. Next, disk space requirement. It will check the required disk space in our installation drive. Click on next. Here is server configuration. Just I'm going to do SQL Server agent automatic and leave the everything default. Click next, and I'm adding the current user, that is my SP admin, in the Windows authentication mode. Click next, and I don't want to send any information. Click next. Everything looks great, and just click on next. Now we are ready to install SQL Server. Just click on install button. Here the installation get started. It will take few minutes to get complete. Depends on the speed of your server. Installation of the SQL Server 2012 is completed successfully. So click on close button and go to the SQL Server Management Studio. Here is it. Right click, open file location. I'm just sending the shortcut to my desktop so I can easily access later. Just double click to open the SQL Server Management Studio. Wait for a few seconds. It will. As I mentioned, we need to change some setting and configuration in SQL Server, so just wait for the login screen of the SQL Server. Here is the login screen. We can use Windows authentication method to log into SQL Server. Click connect, and here is our connection. Right click on SQL Server name and just go to the properties, and here we need to go to advanced, and we need to put maximum degree of addition is 1, and click OK. And now go to security logins. In SP admin account, right click properties. In a server role, we need to assign DB creator and security admin group, and click OK. For the same, we need to click on anti-services DB creator and security admin for the SQL Server also. So the configuration for the SQL Server 2012 is done. Now we can close it and we can move to our next step, that is install required server role and feature for the SharePoint Server 2012. I have copied everything that we need to use in SharePoint Server installation. Here is the commands that I am going to use to install roles and features. I am just copying and run the PowerShell as an administrator and just paste the command, hit enter. Now I am going to copy the whole script for installing the features and roles. Copy and paste to here, and this is going to use my D drive where I have inserted the installation media for the Windows Server 2012. Just click enter and it's collecting data. Here you can verify. This is my Win2K12 installation media. It will take some time to install all the roles and features. Wait for a few minutes. You can find these commands easily on the internet to install required role and feature for the SharePoint server. Also, I have given these commands on the details of my video. You can check out below. After waiting few minutes, we can check. Here is the installation of the all role and features get successfully completed, and we can verify from here also. We need to just refresh the ServerManager dashboard and you can verify app server and iOS get installed on this server. So looks good, and go to the next step. In next step we need to install some pre-required software for the SharePoint Server 2013. This is the list of software applications that we need to download and install. I have downloaded all required application here, and you can download this application by using script that is given on internet. I have downloaded this zip file on my desktop, and I just want to show you. In this PowerShell file you can find the path of the downloading file and the name of the downloading file. You can use PowerShell to download these files. Now I am going to install these applications step by step. I have separated all the download file into folders. Here is one folder after reboot that we need to install after rebooting the server once we install these things successfully. So let's start installing the pre-required applications. It's Microsoft Identify extension setup. Click on install. It's completed successfully. Now install SQL Server native client. This is the setup for Active Directory Rights Management Service. Click next. I accept the terms. Next. I don't want to use Microsoft Update. Next. Install. Wait for few minutes. Click yes. It's completed successful. Next. I accept the terms. Next. 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 Install. Yes. Installation of SQL Server 2008 R2 native client finished successfully. And now moving to next. This is Microsoft Sync Framework runtime. Click on next. I agree. Next. Next. Yes. It is completed successfully. And moving to next. Here's WCF data service. I agree the license term. Install. It's installing the software. Just wait for a few minutes. Installation of WCF data services is also completed successfully. So now we have installed much everything, so we need to install our server. I'm closing the application and going to restart server. After getting restart server, we need to install Windows App Fabric. Many problem in installing and configuring app fabric, so here is one command to install app fabric silently. So we can use this command to install app fabric. Just wait, server is restarting. Now server is restarted successfully and we can move to installing app fabric. I have copied app fabric setup to this location. Just copy the location. I am going to use PowerShell run as admin. Yes, so I am now pasting the path. Here is the command that I am going to use to install app fabric silently. Command is pasted. Hit enter button. It's extracting the file for the app fabric. We can verify in task manager also. Now you can see setup is running. There was no pop-up screen like next when the first the installation of app fabric with the silent mode. So we need to verify from here the installation is completed or not. So Just wait for few minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, then we can verify setup and Windows installers. These installations are gets moved from here, and for the app fabric like Windows installer, setup.exe and hotfix services, pack self is running for the app fabric. Here we can verify the services are going up down, so it means installation is running. Now we can see setup.exe and Windows installation is removed from here. Also we can verify the installation of app fabric by going on install or change program. Here's the app fabric server. It means it's installed successfully. Now we can move to next, that is update for the app fabric. So I'm going to drive where the installation files are stored, requirements after reboot, and this is the file, and click next. I can close these things. Click next. You can see installation of the update is also successful. So it's time to finally restart the server, and after restarting the server we can move to our next step, that is now we can run this direct setup for the SharePoint Server 2013. If everything goes fine, then we are able to install SharePoint Server 2013. Just wait for few minutes to get server restarted. Server is restarted now. I have copied the SharePoint Server 2013 installation media in my C drive. Here is the installation media copy file, and I am going to run setup.exe. Just wait for few seconds. Please wait while setup prepares the necessary file. So wait for few seconds. If you have done previous all steps successfully, then you can get this screen. We need to put our Exchange Server product key here. This is a trial version for the Exchange for the SharePoint Server 2013. This is a product key that I got from the Microsoft website, and I am going to continue. I accept the term of this agreement and click next and complete. I am going to select the default one, install now, and it will take few minutes, like 20 to 30 minutes to get installed depending on the server speed. So just wait for the installation get complete. So now we are on like closing this for SharePoint Server, and just wait. It's started the installation. We can verify from the green status bar. So wait for few minutes. In the meantime installation is running, we need to change few things for the app fabric server. So I'm going to my C drive program file app fabric, and I'm going to assign distribution cache list SQL configuration exe to access my SQL server. So I'm going to security, edit, and I'm going to add my local account here, that is my SP admin, and I am giving the full permission, and one more account for the local machine is a network service. And this is the account network services, and click OK, and I am giving the full permission. So this is the permission that we need to assign to distribution cache, so it will access our SQL Server database to create a database that is required in SharePoint Server 2013. So hopefully it's 30% installation down. Installation is almost done. It will take 2 more minutes, so just wait. Now it's almost done, it's finalizing the installation, so it will take few more minutes. So installation is complete, and we can move to our next step, that is step 5. Now it's time to configure SharePoint after the installation. So I click close, and I have selected the run the SharePoint product configuration wizard, and it will give us welcome to the SharePoint product, and click next. It will showing message that few services going to restart during this configuration. There was no problem. Click yes, and connect to existing server frame and create a new frame. I'm going to create a new frame, as in my organization this is the first SharePoint server. So click next. I'm going to put here database server name, that is my case Win2 K12 SP01, and the username is SP admin, and I'm putting my password, and click next. Wait for a few seconds. Here's the so we need to put here password for the SharePoint configuration wizard, and click next. Sorry, it's not matching, so I'm just retyping the password, and click next. And here's the specify port number. I'm going to specify port number like 10050, 10050, and I'm going to security authentication anti-alarm. Click next, and here is the basic configuration. Here is the my central administration URL for the accessing the SharePoint administration, and click next. And now it will take few minutes to get completed the configuration for the SharePoint, and it's creating the configuration database, so we can verify in SQL. Here is right now, previously we have no database, and now we have one database named SharePoint underscore config, and after some time we get more database, like here is one more database is created, SharePoint underscore admin content. So just wait for few minutes to get completed this wizard. Now configuration is completed successfully, so step 5 is also done. Now it's time to verify the installation is done, and need to log into SharePoint Server Administration Console. So click on finish and wait for the few minutes. It's going to autoplay the Internet Explorer. Here is the I, and that's going to giving login screen for the SharePoint Server Administration Console. It's asking for the username password. I am going to put spadmin and my password and click OK. It's asking for the participate in Microsoft program. Click no, I don't want to this. OK, and now we can verify the installation is completed successfully. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe me for more videos, and if you have any concern, any problem with the installation, just let me know on my email IDs. Thank you once again.